Day 205. We are looking at day 205 of the wipe, everyone, and it just kinda sucks to play right now because every single player you go up against tends to look like this. Wow, what a surprise. Every fight is either the Spear, the MCX, the MDR, or the SA-58, and admittedly, I could run the same thing. The only problem is, it's incredibly boring. Oh, I held down the trigger and 2 of my bullets just happened to connect with their thorax. What a rush of adrenaline, what a riveting display of skill. Kill me now. So how do we address this issue? Do we ask BSG to make other high-tier ammos available in order to encourage a greater diversity of weapons in the end wipe? No. Everyone is using the best gear right now because they are cowards who want to win. So, we use garbage to dunk on them just to prove that we are better. Now, we could use the Taz for this. The Taz can barely kill anything, which means that it is excellent for shenanigans. Unfortunately, everyone and their mother right now is running around with a Death Shadow mask, so the best you're gonna do with the Taz is give them a TBI, which is pretty funny, but it isn't going to piss them off. So we need something that is not only cheap and a meme weapon, but is also very capable of killing things. That's where the MP18 comes in. The MP18 at first glance seems like something that would be more effective as a paddle than a weapon. You get 1 shot before you are then treated to a 4.5 second reload before you're able to fire again. Ignore the weapon stats, I have no clue where the hell they are pulling 900 rounds per minute from, but I assure you that is not correct. On paper, this thing seems barely usable, but the saving grace of this weapon is its ammo. 7.62 by 54R. Sure, you only get 1 bullet, but if you're firing an elephant cartridge, it doesn't really matter that much. The silly meter on the MP18 very much depends on the type of scope you have on it. For example, if you put a sniper scope on this, it just turns into a good old-fashioned boom cannon. Slap the Pillad scope on it and you have a very effective head tapper for 36,000 rubles. This here is the ultimate budget cannon and the most disrespectful weapon in the game for one big reason. Spite. If you run a GSSH and a P.A.K.A., your entire kit costs 100,000 rubles. Meanwhile, your prey is spending that much on ammo alone. Even if they manage to kill you, your entire kit is worth less than the bullets they used to end your life. If you kill them, I stole your crap with a garbage rod. And if they kill you, well, you didn't get much out of this at all, did you? Of course, if you want to, you can throw better scopes on it. Sure, my scope might cost 10 times more than the rifle it's attached to, but I'm not here to make sense, I'm here to make a statement in the form of a BT round that is rapidly approaching your cranium. You put together an extremely expensive kit for this labs run? Shame. The MP18 is a dopamine factory. It takes all the risk of a bolt-action rifle and just cranks it up to 11. Every shot matters because you have no chance for a follow-up. You either hit your shot or you completely miss your opportunity. unless they decide to re-peek you, which only happens about 85% of the time. It also helps if they are just wholly oblivious to the reality around them. Wow. Of course, thermals make everything a breeze, and this weapon starts to seem a lot less like a joke. Like I said, the silly factor of the MP18 very much depends on the scope that is attached and how you decide to use it. If you put a sniper scope on it, you just have a slightly higher risk bolt action, but if you put a red dot on it and rush people, well, the silly meter tends to go pretty wild. The close-range MP18 is the ultimate way to dunk on sweaty tryhards. I gave myself every disadvantage in the world, and I still beat you. There is no better feeling in the world than landing that headshot, knowing full well that if you missed, there is nothing you would have been able to do. You would have been completely cooked. Unless you were able to matrix dodge the bullets, which is also a pretty damn good feeling. As much fun as I was having with this is also the most frustrated I've been in Tarkov in a long time. Not because I was dying, no. That's par for the course. That's expected when you're using a meme weapon. The reason I was getting frustrated is because people wouldn't push me. I encountered so many people who, despite having the best gear in the game, refused to make a push of any kind against me using an MP18. They just wouldn't move. Like, I can understand ratting or playing cautiously when you have a disadvantage of some kind, but if you have some of the best meta gear available in Tarkov and you force the guy with the MP18 to be the aggressor, like really? Come on. In summary, if you want an incredibly high-risk, high-reward, satisfying, and disrespectful weapon, I recommend the MP18. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to start to shift to a Friday upload schedule, probably around like 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, solely because apparently that's best for YouTube, I don't know. But we're going to try that out. Next video will also be uploaded on Friday. And it is going to be the Dark and Darker video, so I really look forward to playing that, mostly because it's not Tarkov right now. Otherwise, just again, thank you so much for watching, again, especially all the way to the end, and I hope you enjoyed.